Yo, what's up, guys? Main here. The bottom for Bitcoin for 2025 is already in. You missed it. I'm obviously joking. It's only the second. It's still way too early to tell. However, we did start the year with some green candles. So let's get into the charts here. Looking at Bitcoin, if you remember from the last video, we talked about there being some potential that this is the low forming right here. So we were trading around 93, 94,000. We got the structure break to the upside, the retest of the breaker, even got a nice little sweep there. And I think this provided a pretty nice day trading opportunity for Bitcoin. We saw a lot of AI coins absolutely rip. GOAT traded up to like 60 cents. Zero Bro is up. OXO is up. So a lot of these AI coins are performing quite strongly on this rally, which leads to the fact that I do believe AI coins are very much going to be the meta to focus on for the foreseeable future in crypto, if you're trading altcoins specifically. Now, Bitcoin not completely out of the woods yet, and I'll tell you why. We have had a very nice structure break here on the H12. So I'm a fan of that. I think that's a good sign. But that means that we can absolutely still come back down and retest this breaker. So the two scenarios that I'd be looking at on Bitcoin is if we were to get a retest of this breaker here, stops on Bitcoin, target here, stops below there, okay? Now, scenario number two would actually be a bearish scenario, which would be us trading higher and taking out this high and then forming some kind of rejection. Then I'd probably look for a day trade on the short side, potentially back down into this $90,000 level. So a long idea is a pullback from around here, then continuation up. If we just go up from here, I'll be watching to see if we get some sort of sweep in here. So I'm not just saying I'm shorting this order block right off the rip, but if we get a sweep of this high, that might be a trigger for at least a day trade to the downside. It's still the very early days of the month, of the year, of the quarter. So there could be some fuckery about. We could be putting in the monthly low relatively early, right? So as I always tell you guys, throw on your monthly open indicator there. And in this instance, the monthly open actually happens to be not just the monthly open, but it's also the quarterly and the yearly open as well. So it's going to be something that you're going to want to watch if we start trading below the monthly open, even if it's for a brief period of time early in the month, and then reclaim it. Good chance that's the low of January in, and we want to be long biased for the remainder of the month. So one of the things that is lending some credence to this potential bearish setup on Bitcoin is looking at equities. So if you look at equities here, we saw a bit of a pullback today, and we do have a very, very nice low here that is formed right above a key level of high time frame demand. So if equities are going to pull back, I would be looking to see if this low gets taken and this low gets taken, and then I'd look to be long biased on any sort of pullback to around 5,600 to 5,650 on the S&P 500. So that's something to watch. We saw a bit of a dislocation today between Bitcoin and equities. Bitcoin went up, equities went down. It's not always a one-to-one correlation, as you guys know, but it is something to pay attention to when you don't see them correlated. Is one leading the other or is one lagging the other, right? So that's something to watch there. But I do think we saw a pretty nice reaction on altcoins across the board. Now, we did do kind of what I was talking about in the last video on ETH and Solana, and we left the lows behind. So where Bitcoin took out its kind of range low, Ethereum and Solana never did. So all of these lows are still intact. So again, this leads me to have a potential short bias. If we do get some sort of rejection on Bitcoin, I could see something like Ethereum trading up into here and then going for that December low. Again, draw out your yearly open, your monthly open. That could end up being the low on Ethereum. And Solana, very much the same thing. Up into some resistance now. Maybe we see some more upside. Maybe it even comes up and tags this level up here. But if Bitcoin rejects and we get some sort of rejection, maybe it will come back for that 175 low. Now, I'm not trying to be a doomer here by any means. I think January on the monthly chart ends bullish. So I do believe that this ends as a green monthly candle. I do not think that January ends red. Could it? Absolutely, but I'm banking on it ending green for now, unless there's some evidence to prove to the point otherwise. So what could lead me to believe that this becomes a red candle? Well, if we were to trade up early in this month and then get some sort of strong rejection while failing to make a new all-time high, that could be a clue that we're actually going to get a larger correction. So I still think it's just a little too early to tell. Still the first couple days of a new year, a new quarter, a new month. I personally don't think you need to be rushing into any positions. And if you already long from lower, fantastic. But if you're looking to chase a trade here, I think there's better places you can be doing it. A lot of focus I'm going to be putting on into the start of this year is going to be looking into some of those AI coins, not just the big ones, but looking at some stuff that maybe is in the trenches, as they say still. So checking stuff out that is a lower market cap, because it just seems like this is where all the energy and money is concentrated right now. It's these AI coins, and I'm going to try my best to capitalize on some of that activity. And of course, I'll share that with you guys as well as I find the coins. And, you know, if I make some money and I get kind of good at it, who knows? Could be fun. But for now, I still think it's early days. I don't think you need to be stressing. I still think that there's going to be a very clean opportunity to get long on the majors, which for me are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana yet. I don't know if that's happened already, or like if the low already in, I don't know yet. I think it's still too early, but I do think we're going to get some sort of consistency back in the market, probably going into the second week of January. Things are going to be a little bit cleaner, and we can get back to milking the market like we have been and like we were for much of 2024. So very quick, just want to touch on those things. Something to look at as well is obviously the dollar. The dollar has been in this range for over a year and is now broken out, retested, and made a new high. So this is absolutely something that you're going to be wanting to watch if you're in crypto. Ideally, the dollar and Bitcoin are going opposite directions, right? Bitcoin up, dollar down. That's the goal. But the US dollar, very strong right now. I also think part of this is due to the fact that we have Donald Trump coming into the White House in less than 3 weeks. I think there's some bullishness being priced in on the US dollar. And obviously, we've seen this pricing in since the election day on crypto and on stocks as well. So this is going to be something we want to watch as well, in my opinion. If we do get some sort of pullback here on the dollar, we could see another rally to the upside. And if we get a really strong rally to the upside, that could be confluent with potentially a larger correction yet to come in crypto. Couple other things I want to touch on really quick. I know I'm going hyper speed here, guys, but I'll do a live stream probably over the weekend here or something like that, is Bitcoin dominance. So as I mentioned in my last video, we got that lower high, right? But the lower high is not locked in until we get the lower low. So while this rejection is exactly where we wanted to see it happen, until we break structure to the downside, this thing still could trade back up, take out this high. It could even make a fresh high. So we're gonna wanna pay attention to that. Now remember, there's a few different scenarios. If Bitcoin dominance goes up, but Bitcoin dumps, that means your altcoins are going to giga dump. If Bitcoin dominance goes up, but Bitcoin goes up, that means your altcoins are going to lag Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to pump harder. Not harder than every single fucking coin, right? But on the whole, Bitcoin is going to be the more dominant and strong asset. If Bitcoin dominance is going down, but Bitcoin is going up, alts are going to be going up much harder. That's the recipe for alt season. I think that's the recipe that everyone is hoping gets cooked. And of course, if Bitcoin dominance is going up, but Bitcoin is going down. Sorry, if altcoin dominance is going down and Bitcoin is going down, that means that Bitcoin is probably going to dump off hard and altcoins are actually going to be relatively stronger. So this could be one of those instances where you see Bitcoin has a low here. It goes, pulls back, and then does this, okay? And then your altcoin of choice will do one of these. So this would be, let's say, Ethereum, and this would be BTC. So this would be an instance where Bitcoin dominance is going down, okay? But alts are stronger. Alts will put in higher lows. They won't pull back as far. That's your alt season recipe that I think many of us are hoping for. But yeah, I wanted to get this out quick. I know it's only Thursday. It's one day after New Year's Day. I hope you've started off your year strong with your resolutions and all that fun bullshit. But I think it's still early in the month, in the year. You do not need to fret. I know some people made some money on some random shit coin today, and someone longed Ethereum at 3,300, and now it's at 3,400, and you feel like you've missed the boat. Sol's back at 205. Remember, as long as the markets are volatile, there's going to be opportunities for us to make money, so we don't need to stress. I've got a lot of really exciting stuff planned this year for YouTube. I'm working with a YouTube mentor actually to just bring up the level of content on this channel. I've got some pre-planned videos that I think are going to be bangers. We're going to redo some old educational videos. My order block video is like 3 or 4 years old at this point. So we're going to redo that, refresh that stuff. So make sure you are subscribed. Right now, Bybit is offering you guys some money if you're using my link. Let me read you the exact offer right now here. So they're going to give away $1,000, and it's to anyone who is using my ref link. Okay, so they're going to give $1,000. You have to have sorry, I'm just reading this right now. Sorry, so yeah, they're gonna give $1,000 away to someone who is using my ref link. Okay, so if you sign up to my ref link on Bybit, you deposit at least $100 is the minimum. They're gonna give $1,000 away to one of you. So if you're trading on Bybit, you're in one of those countries that Bybit is eligible, I suggest you check that out. If you're looking for a non-KYC, non-gated exchange, use my Blowfin link in the description, guys. That's no KYC, and as of right now, you can use it in the US, you can use it in Canada, in Europe, etc. And of course, if you're interested, check out Breakout Prop. As you guys know, we're the #1 crypto prop firm in the game. And if you want to follow my trades, Loma's trades, Cold-Blooded Shiller's trades, Pierre, Krillin, UB, as you guys know, I'm also in the Haven doing updates as well in there, sharing trades. Check out the Telegram, all that fun shilling bullshit crammed into the end of the video here. I hope you all have a fantastic start to the year, and the next video you see from me will be a live stream, so stay tuned for that. Much love. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.